It's Record Store Day 2023. Ahoy everybody, it's about 10:15 AM on April 22nd and I've just got in from Record Store Day. So, as usual, headed to a slice of vinyl. This was the first Record Store Day, proper Record Store Day in my new premises. I had the Black Friday one in November there, which I didn't attend because there was only one title I wanted and I managed to get that anyway. So yeah, this was the first big proper Record Store Day at a new premises. Fair to say it's going to be a successful one for them. So previous years I've arrived 4-ish and been within the first 10 people. I saw last night that for the first time ever people were queuing overnight at a slice of vinyl. They started queuing about just before 9 last night. And Kieran very kindly sent them some pizzas to keep them company. So this time I rocked up. I literally arrived 4 o'clock, almost on the dot. I think it was 3:59. And I was the 20th person in the queue, which eventually I discovered, but taking into account family groups and what have you, I was the 17th person to go in and shop. First 20 people got goodie bags, of which the first 2 were excellent apparently, and then from there on they dwindled a bit. First 15 got the official Meantime Beer Record Store Day bags, and the next 5 got whatever he had left basically. And so I got this Dermot Kennedy one for Sonder, which I presume is one of his albums, with a little slice of vinyl sticker on. So I'll go through. I don't know what's in here, so we'll go through that. I'll put a little time thing in the comments, so if you want to skip this and head straight to what I've bought, and that's 14 titles I've bought, you can skip forward. But I know some people are interested in what's in the goodie bags. So what we've got, we've got a catalogue for music on vinyl. That's interesting. Definitely have a flick through that and see if there's anything I want Kieran to get in for me. We have a copy of the Universal Record Store Day magazine. I thought we'd probably be one of those in there. We have a 7-inch single. Oliver Sim, Hideous. No idea what that's like, but we'll definitely give it a good listen. I'm conscious this will be a long video, so I'm trying not to spend too long on this sort of bit. We have a signed card from Palais Royale. I presume that's the name of the band. Very nice. Flyer for Paraffin. This is tied in with the 7-inch single. So it's got a little... Oh, I see. And it's got some negatives from a strip from a film. From a video clip, I presume. Interesting. So I'll slip that in with the single. Couple of stickers. And as you may have noticed, the first 40 of us were given a badge. And also, as usual, coffee and donuts. And we also had cookies this year as well. A bouncy ball. And a couple of packets of Haribo. And just checking there's nothing else lurking. No. And a ghost sticker Craig, that's coming your way. So, nice little goodie bag there. Yep, very generous of them. And then yes, eventually got to the front of the queue because I was further back and people seemed to be buying more and taking a bit longer. It was just over an hour before I actually got in the shop after they opened. But still managed to get everything I wanted. So in no particular order, other than the order they are in my bag, I picked up the David Bowie box set, Laughing with Liza, or Lisa, I want to say Liza. The Vocalion and Darum singles, 1964 to 1967 plus, which is 5 7-inch singles, includes The Love You Till Tuesday, Space Oddity, first time on 7-inch, and previously unreleased first take of The Laughing Gnome, 67.99. Was typical, on everything, typical record store day pricing. Not in the least accusing the shop of overcharging, but obviously, record store day prices are higher in general. So let's get into this. Oh, come on. Desperately trying to keep the shrink intact because of a hype sticker. Got it. Won't read all that, but it's there if you want to pause and read. So what we got inside, just a lift off box. So a nice little booklet. All the contents. And we have a replica signed postcard, or signed photo, and then we have the singles. So we have Liza Jane by Davy Jones with the King Bees. And that is, oh I see, so it's a picture front. Replica label. It's backed with Louie Louie and Go Home. Interesting, on the label I've sort of put in the punch out marks, but it's not, they are just a picture on the label. Then on Darum we've got the London Boys and Rubber Band. Again, comes in its own little inner, heavy weights, whatever the equivalent of 180 grams is for a 7-inch single. Is it 120, I think? A Laughing Gnome backed with the Gospel according to Tony Day. Which I do have an original of. Actually, I don't think I do. I think I have a 1975, was it, reissue. Love You Till Tuesday, backed with Did You Ever Have a Dream? And again, this really thick stock on the sleeves as well. Definitely quality release. And then we got the Laughing Gnome Vocal Take 1 Mix 1, backed with Space Oddity Love You Till Tuesday TV film version. Yeah, very nice. So yeah, a lot of money, but as a Bowie collector, had to be done. Then we've got, I'll get this out of the way. I bought a bottle of this year's beer, Double Groove, from Meantime. It's a 50/50 IPA. I'm weekend off, so I thought I'll give it a go tonight. Yeah, this year's Supergrass release. So it's a 10-inch, as they often do for Record Store Day. This is the St. Petersburg EP with St. Petersburg, and then live versions of Road to Ruin and Kiss of Life, and then Coffee in the Pot. It's plum colour 10-inch vinyl limited edition. It's not numbered. So this was $19.99. And I should have grabbed my knife. Let me grab my knife. Oh yeah, that is plum. Yeah, I'll give them that. Yeah, very nice. Then the one I nearly missed. So I had my list, and I was sort of rummaging, and Kieran was rummaging, and I was reading out what I needed, and for some reason I skipped this, and we counted them up before I finished, and no, there's definitely one missing. And then I realised it was Belinda Carlisle. Remixes, exclusive 2LP compilation, 12 of Belinda's greatest hits remixed by Shep Pettibone, William Orbit, Justin Strauss and many more, pressed on 140 gram clear vinyl. So this was $33.99. I think I've probably got all these on CD, but again, I collect Belinda. Nicely, so you can put them together to make one image. Very nice. And yeah, just a bit of wisp in there. Yeah, definitely clear vinyl. Then what certainly seemed to be what a lot of the people in front of me were there for, but thankfully had loads of copies, Taylor Swift. So this is Folklore, the Long Pond Studio Sessions, which was released, so it's basically the songs from Folklore. They did a live in-studio version of for Disney Plus, and this is the soundtrack to that, if you like the audio from those sessions. Expensive, $54.99. But it seemed to be this and the 1975 that most people were walking out with. Nice little inner with the details. And then it's 2 discs, polyline sleeves, that's good. A nice grey vinyl. Very nice. And the first, well, however, he thinks, or certainly he thought, I don't know if they did ever count them properly, but it was While Stocks Last, and he thought there were 15 people who bought that, got a poster. So that'll be going up behind me, replacing Gorillaz. nice. Altered Images. The Clara Libra EP. Exclusive limited edition white vinyl featuring reimagined 2022 recordings of 4 classic hits. Happy Birthday, Don't Talk to Me About Love, See Those Eyes, and I Could Be Happy. This was $26.99. It's a lot of money for an EP. This was originally scheduled for one of last year's. I think it was the normal record store day last year, possibly Drop 2. Or yeah, it wasn't. We weren't allowed to call it Drop 2, were we? But the second release where the albums that weren't ready for the first release came out. It was Drop 2. And then it was postponed. To be honest, I'm slightly dreading this. Having really not particularly enjoyed the new album, because it doesn't sound like Altered Images, I'm suspecting these are going to be done in that style. More disco-y, dance poppy, Kylie type music, which obviously normally I like, but it's not what I want from Altered Images. Don't even get an inner sleeve with this. It's a 12-inch single basically for 27 quid. Yeah, that might be my most regretted purchase from this record store day. We'll see. I might be wrong. Ellie Goulding, Halcyon Nights bonus edition. So, as Ellie tends to do, recycled packaging, including the outer sleeve. It's all eco-friendly. So it's 2 discs, and it's for the extended version of the Halcyon album, where they added on the remixes and songs from soundtracks from around that time and stuff like that. It was released on CD back in 2012. So this is on recycled eco vinyl. I think it's a case of, you know, they all vary. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. And that's very nice as well. Yep. Certainly aesthetically the winner so far. So that was $33.99. I'll put that later. And then we have Self-Esteem's first album, Compliments Please. So I can't remember if this had a very limited vinyl release initially or wasn't released on vinyl. But it was, you know, it's long, difficult to get on vinyl, if impossible, before now. Very much enjoyed her second album, and I listened to it recently, and I'm seeing her live supporting Blur. So yeah, wanted to pick this up. So this was $33.99. Oh, that's nice. It's gold, but it's the proper gold for a start, not the muddy browny gold. And you can't quite see, but with the light behind it, it's slightly translucent and marbly. That's really nice. The same. It's a shame that doesn't show up so well on camera, but trust me, it's really nice. Okay, that's one bag done. Then we have probably my most wanted release from this record store day. This is Blur, present the special collector's edition. Satisfaction guaranteed. Actual size is 8 inches in diameter, but it's not. That's about the plate. If it was a plate, if you see what I mean, it's a mock-up of the limited edition plates that you can get. Better quality, better value, the Blur collection, individually numbered and signed by hand with platinum, which of course it isn't, but I think the individual numbering's correct, and I've got number 877, but I might be wrong there. So this is basically a B-sides album that was originally released in Japan only, and only on CD. So this is B-sides from, I think, the first 3 albums are up to Park Life. Don't think it heads into Great Escape. Might be wrong there. Can't remember the B-sides what was on which. So yeah, very nicely done with Japanese lyrics. And oh, that's nice. A translucent light blue. Yeah, very nice. Then we have Stones, Beggars Banquet. So I've got Stones compilations on vinyl. And I do intend getting most, if not all, their studio albums eventually. This one I sort of, when I saw it, I was slightly tempted by anyway, but then when I saw the description of the vinyl, I thought, oh, sod it, I'll get that. So it's $31.99. So it's Rolling Stones Beggars Banquet exclusive limited edition 180 gram vinyl on swirling massive grey, blue, black and white, which I think is a lyrical quote, with a replica 11 by 18 inch poster and the original gatefold art. That was also an influencing factor, is that it was a replica of the original artwork. So here's the poster. There's the vinyl. I mean, I know all splatter vinyl is different. I would have preferred a bit more of the black to sort of counteract the lighter grey and white, but it's still very pretty. There's very little blue there, but no, still happy with that. Then we've got Gaz Coombs, the Turn the Tracks Around EP. So these are alternate versions of tracks from his recent Turn the Car Around album. So it's an EP, 4 tracks, and this was $28.99. So again, quite expensive for what is basically a glorified 12-inch single, but at least we'll get an inner sleeve on this one. And it's poly-lined, and it's on a nice translucent orange vinyl. And then we have the Mike Flowers Pops with Wonderwall, available for the first time on 12-inch. Mike Flowers Pops takes on classics by Oasis, Prince, Bjork and the Doors. So basically, I spent $20.99 on this for the Prince cover, although I did always love this version of Wonderwall when it came out in 95, I think it was, if not 96, but I think it was 95. So if you're not aware of the brief phenomenon of Mike Flowers Pops, basically it's sort of cheesy, easy listening versions of what was at the time modern pop singles. And his version of Wonderwall, I think, got to number 2. Certainly was top 10. Yes, Wonderwall, Light My Fire, Venus as a Boy, and 1999. Just black vinyl. Nothing overly exciting visually. Then we have Keep Your Hands Off My Power Supply, Slade, and this is the US version of the album. So I have it's the Kamikaze, I think it's the Kamikaze album. It was released as over here, but in the US it was renamed and with different track listing. So I thought I'd pick this up for the Slade collection. $27.99. Previously unreleased outside the USA, includes smash hits Run Run Away and My Oh My, pressed onto translucent red vinyl. Very nice. This next one I won't be opening because it's not for me. This is for Craig. This is Black Sabbath's Never Say Die, on hopefully if a vinyl matches the picture, a nice blue and clear, is it, or blue and white? Transparent and light blue splatter vinyl. So that's for Craig. And then finally, David Byrne, the complete score from a Broadway production of The Catherine Wheel. 23 pieces, 73 minutes of music, special 2 LP special 2 LP edition with new liner notes by David Byrne, first time on vinyl. I do like a bit of David Byrne and Talking Heads, so I thought I'd go for this. Did I say it's $39.99? Nice gatefold with, is that lyrics? Yeah, with lyrics to the tracks that have lyrics. And just black vinyl. Yeah, so very pleased that I got everything I wanted. Oh, we've got something else in here. Oh, this is the liner notes. Yeah, very pleased that I got everything I wanted, despite being a bit further back in the queue than I have been previously. But it goes to show how well Slice of Vinyl are doing with Record Store Day, that they're getting the stock in so that it is available even if you're not first in the queue. So really pleased with that. So drink me coffee, package up that record and go and post it to Craig, hopefully. And thank you all for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks. Bye.